and cancer moves back. Medicinal herbs for oncology. When a person gets used to the idea that he has cancer, he begins to grab onto, no, not a straw, but a blade of grass. More often than not, a sick person rushes to the herbs, looking for salvation in a bottomless green pharmacy. However, there are two equally dangerous misconceptions. The first is that any tumor can be eliminated only with the help of medicinal plants. And the second, that herbs are powerless against oncology. Shall we figure it out? 3 steps to healing. 3 steps to healing. If you come across a healer who assures that the use of herbs in oncology gives a 100% guaranteed result, you should know that you are either an ignoramus or a charlatan. A good, long-time practicing herbalist will explain that yes, there are cases when a person gets out of the cancer pit only with the help of herbs. But relying on a miracle is still not worth it. In most cases, herbs are allies of traditional medicine, enhancing the main therapy, working effectively in conjunction with medications, diet and other factors. In general, phototherapy for oncology is divided into 3 stages. In the first, the specialist recommends herbs that stimulate the protective properties of the body, prevent and suppress the growth of metastases, relieve inflammation provoked by a tumor. Thanks to this, a person's sleep and appetite improve, the blood formula often normalizes, and such a noticeable improvement occurs that many confuse it with healing. At the second stage of the application of herbs in oncology, the phototherapist selects plants that act directly on the tumor, damaging the cancer cells. Well, at the third stage, those herbal remedies are recommended that intensively remove tumor decay products, toxins and toxins accumulated during chemotherapy or other radical treatment. Which plants to write out at each stage of treatment, the herbalist determines individually, based on a specific diagnosis, localization of the disease, its stage and other information. Medicinally proven herbs. There are a number of plants that have been scientifically proven and endorsed by traditional healthcare to fight cancer. This is how official medicine recognizes and advises. Aloe, its juice is especially useful for stomach cancer. Holy basil, or, according to Ayurveda, tulsi, an agent that inhibits the growth of malignant neoplasms of the breast. Common barberry, it has shown its effectiveness in the treatment of liver cancer, prostate cancer, as well as in leukemia. Calgon, prevents and inhibits the development of bowel, prostate and breast cancer. Catharanthus is an indoor flower that is used in the treatment of colon and rectal cancer, lungs, leukemia and sarcoma. Common onion is beneficial when it is necessary to cope with tumors of the stomach and lungs. Nani fights sarcoma and lung cancer. Neem is a tropical plant, extracts of which are used to treat tumors of the prostate, breast, intestines and pancreas. Licorice demonstrates anti-cancer activity in malignant neoplasms of the intestines, liver, lungs, kidneys, breast and leukemia. Philanthus is another Ayurvedic herb that is recommended for stomach, liver and breast cancers, as well as after chemotherapy sessions. Apple tree suppresses oncogenesis and strengthens the defenses of cancer patients. Along with these plants, some spices are used against oncology: turmeric, ginger root, oregano. Herbal medicine and types of cancer. Herbs against oncology. Most anti-cancer plants are versatile and can fight any type of cancer. But still, herbalists select different medicinal herbs for oncology of different systems and organs. Brain tumors, for example, suppress mistletoe, meadows wheat, thyme, chinacea, horse chestnut, hornbeam and linden flowers, and sugar. Leukemia. This insidious disease can be stopped by bitter wormwood, gathering with chamomile and hawthorn flowers, roots and grass of potentilla, bidra, calendula, cassava, wild chicory, sweet clover. Horsetail, plant and leaves. Skin cancer, melanomas, carcinomas, basaliomas are destroyed by leaves of walnut, heather, alder, birch, elderflowers, white acacia and calendula, aniseed lophant, comfrey, meadows wheat, yarrow. Cancer of the lymph nodes, harvests from birch and hazelnut leaves, fir and raspberry shoots, oregano herb, wormwood, St. John's wort, lungwort, knotweed. Decoctions of flax and oat seeds interfere with its progress. Thyroid cancer. Herbs against oncology of this species are snakehead, adonis, thyme, geranium, leaves and peel of nuts, motherwort, chokeberry, young raspberry branches. Lung cancer is treated with tansy, comfrey roots, despair, zinc goose, immortelle, Japanese saffara, willow bark, nettle, burdock, eucalyptus, thyroid flowers, rowan berries. Cancer of the esophagus, stomach and intestines. The use of herbs for oncology of the digestive organs gives encouraging results when using the fees. They contain aloe vera, gourd, butterbur, room geranium leaves, cornflower flowers, camelthorn herb, euphorbia, alder leaves and catkins, bedstraw, horseradish root. Pancreatic cancer is able to contain basil, marigolds, avran, white steppe, bracken, lead, agape, marsh iris. Cancer of the liver and gallbladder, help will be provided by phytomixtures based on astragalus, skullcap, privet, oats, kalub root, cockly burr, cleft tooth, larkspur, budra, wild rose berries. Cancer of the kidney and adrenal glands. With this diagnosis, healers advise the roots of burdock, alpine penny, horsetail, ryegrass, knotweed, corydalis, black nightshade, sugar. Herbalists treat bladder cancer with milestone and burdock root, Siberian prince, barberry leaves, rhizomes, stems, flowers and cockly burr seeds. Rectal cancer. Medicinal herbs for oncology in this case are dandelion and wormwood, St. John's wort, yarrow, bird's wort, roots and grass meadows wheat, angelica, comfrey, sage, sedum, marigold flowers. Oak and viburnum bark, hobcones and buckthorn fruits. Prostate cancer, the buds of aspen and black poplar, thyroid, umbrella winter lover, toad flax, wintergreen, ergia, burdock, young branches of thusha, hazel, bark or skullcap. Rosemary protect from its development. Breast cancer, the herb immunomodulators astralag, pennyweed, duckweed, red brush, stock rose, as well as bedstraw, sweet clover, meadows wheat, blackroot, zewsneck, villavike, black cahosh, immortelle, solyanka, centauri, field yarrow act against it. Ovarian cancer is cured with cuff, woodruff, bedstraw, hops, sorceria, skullcap, soy leaves, elecampane, bull uterus, cherry laurel, rose hips, golden mustache and beet juice. Prevention of cancer and its recurrence. Cancer prevention medicinal herbs cope with this task perfectly. For prophylactic purposes, they drink infusions and decoctions that contain strawberries, marigolds, licorice, stinging nettle, peony root, lozzie, burnet, agape, rhodiola rosea, gravillata, sabre, and also use all garden roots, beets, carrots, radishes, etc. In the intervals between courses of treatment with medicines and herbal poisons, the body is supported by herbs that strengthen immunity, correct the functioning of the liver and kidneys. Such qualities are possessed by the root of chicory, milk thistle, knotweed, corn stigmas, immortelle, nettle, berries, bean bundles, lingonberry berries, chamomile color. Defeat the grass, poisons against cancer. The topic of herbs against oncology will be incomplete, if not to say separately about plants that aconite against oncology contain powerful alkaloids. Their plant poisons have a particularly depressing effect on cancer cells. These herbs aconite, hemlock, celandine. Herbalists know that these plants require utmost care, however, the effect of their use can exceed all expectations. Celandine contains more than 20 alkaloids, as well as carotene, vitamin C, succinic and malic acids. In case of oncological diseases, they drink a decoction of plant roots, an infusion of herbs, and its characteristic bright yellow juice. In a mixture with nettle and marigolds, the infusion of celandine prevents the formation and growth of metastases, and in case of skin cancer, an ointment with celandine juice is made. There is also a popular recipe for anti-cancer kvass, which is cooked in whey with leaves and juicy celandine stems. The use of herbs in oncology of any part of the body, as a rule, is not complete without celandine. Aconite is one of the most poisonous plants. But it is precisely in the poisons that its anti-cancer power lies. Aconite is successfully used for malignant neoplasms of any localization. It is not for nothing that the people call this herb a fighter and a king potion. The treatment regimen for cancer with aconite is called gorka. Alcohol tincture of its root tubers and herbs is drunk drop by drop, slowly and carefully increasing the dosage. It was with aconite that Alexander Hemlock protection against cancer cells in its and healed himself, as described in his novel Cancer Ward. Hemlock has the nickname affectionate villain. The alkaloid coniine, which is especially abundant in the fruits and seeds of hemlock, literally overwhelms cancer of any degree. There are several methods for treating cancer with hemlock. Most often, alcoholic extracts are prepared from it, which are taken drope-wise. Hemlock and aconite are herbs that can strangle cancer without the support of heavy weapons, chemical and radiation therapy. And the evidence of this is the stories of many who were healed. Nature does not know the word impossible. For every ailment, every attack, she created a plant healer. And, believe me, there are effective herbs against oncology. The main thing is to find your potion.